Alright, so The Sims 4 has dropped with 2 new kits, but I'm going to come here with one of them. It is the Everyday Clutter Kit. So I wanted to make just a 6x6 room and use some of the clutter items. After I was done with it, I probably could have used a little bit more clutter, but I was kind of thinking of, okay, if I had like an extra room in my house, what is an office that I would want to use but functional? But I also am a clutter freak, meaning in one space, if that's where I'm working, of course I have the clutter. If I go there with my keys and my purse, all the things. It's an organized clutter though, so it works. So I was thinking, okay, a space that I can lounge in when I'm resting or need to just think outside from the kids or in my bedroom, and where I could work on, you know, my computer editing, my content, and just a place for me. But also a location that I would probably relax in and do yoga, where I could just shut the door, be quiet, and I still have this open area to do yoga. Or even if I had a couple of friends come over and I'm like, hey, let's just go sit in the office really fast. It's cool, it's calm, you know, things like that. Like I said, I probably could have cluttered it a little bit more, especially the desk area, but I didn't want to overpower by using all of the items and be like, okay, just because we're doing the clutter build doesn't mean we have to use everything. It is okay. So I do really like the options that we have for the clutter. I know I reviewed the pack, but even going in, like, I feel like there were things that I didn't see, which is weird because I looked at the whole picture in the last video when we did the walkthrough of the kits, and I'm like, I don't remember seeing that. Like, there was a box that it's like a clutter box, which it could be a shoe box, a wooden box, any type of box. I know I have a box in my house that just has random stuff in it, and I don't even know why some of the things are in there. But, like I said, I liked this kit more than one I thought, and I had a feeling I was gonna like it more than the pastel kit. The pastel kit is okay, but like, I was more excited about the clutter because I like making spaces look lived in a little bit more. It just gives that more realism that someone was here, someone was organized. Like, no matter how organized and clean you are, like, there's stuff for clutter somewhere. And especially when you have kids, like, there are things just around, and it happens. And when you walk through the door, you're gonna set your keys somewhere, you're gonna set your phone somewhere, it's not still in your pocket. One thing that I always notice that I push on, like, I have to have plants somewhere. But even in my real house, like, I have a couple plants here and there, but I don't know, there's something about in-game in The Sims, like, if you have plants somewhere, just especially in a cluster, like, it just makes it feel a little bit more inviting. And I never have a spot that doesn't have plants, no matter what kind of build it is. It's like, okay, this corner is gonna have plants, this wall is gonna have hanging plants. It just works out. When I put that window up, it was really hard to find a curtain that went with it. The round one I thought went with it, but it didn't. But it ended up working really well. I kind of visioned this almost in an apartment. I don't know why, but when I do these more dollhouse looks, for some reason, one, I use the brick. I love the brick. I don't know why, but I tend to go for it, so I need to, like, stop using it, honestly. But I always vision it, like, in a New York apartment for some reason. Like, I don't know why. I've never even been to New York. And I don't remember ever having an apartment that had brick, but I don't know. Maybe I'm pulled to some form of city life apartments for some reason. Maybe it was another life. I'm not really sure. But one thing I did was I did put, like, stacking floating shelves across there, because I wanted to put something there, but I didn't want to leave it blank, and I didn't want to put, you know, the typical square shelves. It kind of just breaks it up a little bit. Kind of thinking of, like I said, this is a workspace, but also maybe a space where you put all your like, documents. So I put, like, the hanging shelf up there with the keys and the mail, and, you know, another place to put certain bags that you use in here. And I honestly really like this. I want to put it in a build. I don't know what exactly. When I do these half rooms, you know, the dollhouse rooms, I make them and I'm like, man, I want to put them in a build, but then I don't know what build I want to put them in. But one day it will show. It will come through and I'll know what to use it for. But it is in the gallery, so if anybody does want it, one thing about these is, like I said, I only do the 2 walls, so you'll have to close it up and either extend the wallpaper or add something to those walls, or nothing at all. I don't know. I kind of see, like, if we close that off, I'd probably have a TV in there, like, on the wall, just because I don't know, it's an office. It makes sense. I would have something playing in the background, or if I'm sitting down on the couch and this is where I'm just gonna watch my shows really quick. So I will say I had a goal of only using the Clutter kit, but somehow it got out of the category of the Clutter and base game, and I didn't realize I was grabbing stuff from other packs. I almost made it to only using Clutter. When I realized it, I deleted the plant on the shelf and the little arrangement I put on the bookshelf, but then I forgot I put those bamboo plants by the mirror, and so we were so close to only using base game and Clutter. But if you don't have Clutter, those are the only things that'll be missing. And yeah, I don't know. That is my goal, to only do a build with the base game and that one kit, but somehow I got out of category and I didn't even notice it until I hit save, and I was like, ugh! I'm like, you know what? It's staying. It's already there. It's in it. It is CC free. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I like doing these smaller builds. I feel like I can get more out and also practice on just focusing on one room and one aesthetic and thinking about that. So I don't know, I may do a little bit more of these, and even if you want to give me some suggestions down in the comments, that would be fantastic. I love hearing what you guys want to see, different variations, because everyone has different style, and that's what building in The Sims is about, and I have a lot of fun with it, and I hope you do as well. Or if you know you're not a builder and you're like, hey, I need a toddler room, hey, I need a library, I need something, like, I would be more than happy to try it and, you know, take it from there. So don't forget the live streams over on Twitch Wednesdays and Saturdays, and all of my information is down below if you ever want to check out any more of my content. So love it, and I love you guys. This is Luna, Galaxy out.